Hello everyone, welcome back. This is my first project, for Kitaholic Kits for the month of April. It's my birthday month, yay! I loved the blues and the teals from the kit this month, so I decided to tell a few stories using predominantly the blues and the teal colours, and in fact two of the stories are using the same photos. So this first project here is a 12 by 12 that's going in Adelie's baby album, and the next one you'll see goes in our family travels notebook. But anyway, I had these photos already printed and I'm sort of clustering them to be more right justified, and I'm just going to layer some of these little paper bits on the sides of the photos, and I matted the photos on the blue as well. And then I was umming and ahhing about whether I should use those feathers, but I decided ultimately not to. I needed an anchoring point though, which is why I decided to just take this little strip of that kind of like grid lined paper, that's what it's called, a strip of that lined paper, just to create a bit of like an anchoring point for my photos. It was in the right color family, and so I thought, hey, just go with it. I've been doing this a lot actually, where I'm matting my photos on very, very thin chipboard. Like this chipboard is thin enough to cut on a paper trimmer, but it just creates like this extra added little bit of solidity. Is that a word? I'm very tired. I apologize. See, I'm really trying to make those feathers work, but they just do not work. They're just too big. If they were like slightly smaller, I feel like I could make them work, but sadly, no, I had to say goodbye to them. Instead, I'm going to cut off this little distressed pink strip, and I'm going to cut out the part that had like the tag sticking out of it. You can't really tell, but yeah, it's kind of got like a border, and I'm cutting the border off. And I'm just going to slot that in and stick it underneath my little strip that I've already created. I like how that little tab sticks out the bottom there, and it mimics the little tab that's sticking out on the top over the photo. We got this little grid paper in the kit this month, and I thought this is the perfect way to use for journaling. So I'm just going to also mat that on that same chipboard, and that's where I'm going to write my journaling, just because it's hard to write journaling over so many paper layers, and especially because I distressed that blue paper strip. It's just easier to add a little bit of solidity. Seriously, I'm trying to come up with the word that is the right word, and I cannot do it for the life of me. Can someone tell me in the comments below? Is structure? Maybe I'm meaning structure. Anyway, I decided to stick down those little flaps from this piece of notebook paper that I have sticking out behind that photo, just because they were kind of flailing about. And then I'm just using these little enamel sprinkly dotty things, little arrows to point into my photos, and then I'm going to do a title. Now this is a story of Justin's last day on parental leave, and so that's why I'm calling it Last Day. And then I'm journaling about how great it has been to have him home with baby and to have him helping. And like I said, this is in Adelie's baby album, so I'm really making the focus of the story her, as in he's been home to help with her and change nappies and all that. Last thing I want to do is add the date, and also put in a black border, just because I wanted to wrangle it a bit. Oh, I also added this little tiny little strip just to bring some of that blue at the end of my little horizontal cluster that I have going there. And this is where I believe, I'm going to add just a thin black border. I'm not going to go crazy and create like fake stitches or anything. I'm just creating a border to bring it all together, and this layout is done. Thank you so much for joining me. I will see you all again next week with another layout. Bye.